All right, y'all. So in this video, we're going to talk about what I do every morning to stay at the highest frequency. Because how you start your day is how your day is going to carry on with the flow. So you got to make sure you start it right. Most people get up right away and they're scrolling on TikTok, they're checking their emails, they lay in bed and they start their day with no rhythm. But if you can start your day on the proper vibe, getting your mind right, your body and your spirituality, your soul right, then everything else will flow. So that key moment when you wake up, that first hour to 2 hours of your day will set the whole tone for how the rest of the day is gonna go. So if you wanna stay at a high frequency, you have to understand how to do this. I'm gonna teach you how I do it with my day. It's nothing crazy with these cold showers and you gotta meditate for an hour and you gotta eat a certain breakfast. It's simple. We keep it simple over here. You know, you gotta do what works for you. You could figure it out how you want. You can change it how you want, but this is how you're going to keep your flow. And these three pillars are the mind, body, and the soul. So I'm going to teach you how we're going to do that. So before anything else, I sit in stillness for at least 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. No phone, no noise, just gratitude. And I drink my water. I hydrate because you got to hydrate. When you're sleeping, your body gets dehydrated because you're just burning through all those calories when you're sleeping. So right away, you wake up. So you don't have that morning headache, you chug a bottle of water, or you can sip it, whatever. But I usually go on my balcony or I'll go outside and I just sit, get some daylight, get that natural sunlight in, and I'll just sit there and be grateful for 5 minutes, count my blessings. Thank God I woke up this morning. I feel amazing. I have food in my fridge. I have my dog. I have my family. I have people around me that love me. I'm blessed. I have my mindset and I just count all my blessings. I have money coming in. I have clients. So this is the things that I do to count my blessings, because where focus goes, energy flows, and frequency-wise, energy-wise, gratitude is one of the highest vibrations on the vibrational scale. So when you start your day with gratitude, you are already setting the tone for your day. And you don't need no phone, no distractions, because right away, it's going to throw you off. You have to start your day focusing on yourself. So what I like to do is remember my mission. What am I working towards? I set the mind. Because it's easy to get lost, it's easy to get distracted, and so much things are ready to take our energy. So it's important that you start your day by focusing on yourself. Don't worry about your clients, don't worry about your family, don't worry about your friends. Just worry about you, because if you're not in alignment, you will not be at the right frequency to go help everybody else, and you're going to be sitting there draining your own energy. You got to put that flow into you first, and then once you are focused and clear, you can go over and conquer and take over the world. But it starts within. What's up, Leo? Watch out, bro. So then, after I do that, take a nice shower. Go for a walk. Quick little 5-10 minute shower, whatever. You know, get my body right, clean my face, wash my face, all of that. And then I go outside and get some movement. I don't work out right away. I just get a little walk in. I go walk Leo, as you guys see. And I go for a nice 20-minute walk, get that sunlight, clear my mind. Maybe I'll listen to like an audio book or something. Maybe I'll listen to something motivational, but I don't start it. I make sure what I'm putting in my mind is going to help me be motivated and fueled for the day. I don't watch junk. I don't scroll. I don't watch entertainment things. I watch things that are going to set my mind right. I'll type in YouTube motivational message for the day, or maybe I'll type in morning prayer, or maybe I'll listen to a book about the law of attraction or learning about frequencies and vibrations. So while I'm walking Leo, I'll go and do that for 20 minutes. Get the movement in, get the mind right, because that's what the mindset is. A mindset is you setting your mind for how you want the day to turn out. If you want it to be a productive day, if you want to be a lazy day, then you're just going to sit there and scroll, wake up, take your time, and have no real direction. Where focus goes, energy flows. So if you want to keep that frequency, you got to make sure you're putting your energy in, you're setting your intention. I write down what I need to do for the day. So when I come back inside, I write down what I need to do for the day that are going to bring me closer to my goals. So obviously, I got to work out. I want to look good. I want to look strong. You know what I mean? I'm going to make content. So I got to come up with some content ideas. You know, write down some video topics, some things that I want to teach. I will script some videos because sometimes I like to just write out and map out how I'm going to do it. I'll come up with some slideshows. And I'll put down, like, I'm going to respond to my clients. What do I got to do for this person or for that person? How am I going to help them grow their business? So, you know, I'll kind of map out what I want my day to look like. And then I'll write down, like, my other tasks that I have to do. Maybe I got to get my car fixed. Maybe I got to go help somebody out. Whatever. I got to go get a haircut. All that stuff. that's not my priority. I leave it till the end, right? But I got to make sure I focus on me first. This only takes me about an hour to 2.5, maybe sometimes 3 hours a day, depending on how fast you want to break it down. But me, I work on my purpose during that morning because that's when I'm fresh. That's when my mind's focused. That's when there's nothing in my brain that's going to throw me off. I still haven't eaten yet. I get straight into my creative flow, and this is so powerful because usually I don't really eat breakfast right away, but the other day I was fasting, and I was trying the 3-day fast, just water. I won't lie to you, I didn't make it 3 days, but I did make it 48 hours. I made it 2 days without eating, and what I realized is a lot of the time, we just eat because we're bored. It felt so weird just sitting there not having food or not having to make food. I wasn't even hungry, but what I noticed is the clarity I got. My mind was so sharp. I had like this hyper focus, especially when I was doing my work and when I was thinking of ideas and I was gaining insight. So don't eat. We were lied to. Don't eat in the morning right when you wake up, because that right away your body's going to start digesting. You're going to feel sluggish. You're going to feel lazy, and you're not going to get things done. You're not going to have that same mental clarity. So take that first 2, 3, maybe even 4 hours and you do not eat. Just skip breakfast. Have brunch. Because what that's going to do for you is going to put you in that state of mind where you have energy, you're ready to go. Our ancestors never had breakfast. They didn't eat 3 times a day. They maybe ate 1 meal a day, and that's actually important. They lied to us to make us eat breakfast so they could sell more food to us, so they can make us obese, lazy, overweight. But really, you need to skip that meal because that's when you're going to get the most energy. And if you haven't tried this yet, go try it. Do not eat first 4 or 5 hours for your day. And when you do break your fast, break it with something light, maybe some yogurt, something light, maybe like 2 or 3 eggs, no carbs, and keep it light so your mind and your energy is at the highest frequency, so you're the most productive. Because that's when you get into the creative flow. That's when your mind is clear. And I'm telling you, it makes a huge difference when you're making content, when you're writing down your ideas, when you're working on your business, when you're in a seminar, whether you're studying, you have the mental clarity. And that is huge. What you put into your body, you are what you eat. So if you're eating low frequency things and things that are going to make you feel high calories and low energy that your body has to burn through, you're going to lose your focus. You're not going to have that mental clarity. That is the mental progress for the day. And that's what I was saying in the beginning. That is the 3 pillars right there, is the mental, the physical, and spiritual. So all of that first maybe hour, 2 hours of your morning, you just got your mind right. That was the mindset. You just set your mind. Now the rest of the day, easy. Because now you're motivated, you're locked in, you know what you have to do. You already feel good because your mind's clear and you're ready to take action. So after that, now I've had a little hour or 2 focused work, focus on my goals, my tasks. Now I eat something light so I don't feel sluggish because I'm going to go to the gym after this. I'm going to move my body, so I want to get some fuel in there. But I eat something light, like I said, some eggs, some avocado, maybe, a little tuna salad, tuna sandwich, maybe a shake, maybe a protein shake, maybe a smoothie, fruits, something light that gets my body fueled. So I don't want to eat a heavy meal before I go and work out. It's how you keep yourself at a high frequency. After I eat, I relax for maybe 20 to 30 minutes. Short meditation, get in tune, let my body digest that food, get that energy going. And then I sit there and I just meditate. Because meditation is when you quiet your mind and you allow that guidance. Prayer is when you talk to God, meditation is when you listen. So you take that time to get a nice 20, 30-minute meditation, reset your mind from everything you just did in the beginning, and prepping now for the physical movement. Envision your dreams, envision your goals, envision yourself taking action. Now it's gym time. I get out of my head, I ground my body, I build muscle, build discipline, and move, because you got to create the movement. We can't be living in our head. A lot of our anxiety and our overthinking comes from living in our head, overthinking, too much brain stimulation. You got to ground yourself and take that energy and bring it back to center, bring it back to your body. So the gym is the best thing for that. Of course, you could do yoga, you can go for walks, bike rides, whatever you feel comfortable doing with a workout, but you just got to move. It's important to get that energy flowing and circulating. You can't have stagnant energy. You're going to feel stuck. You're going to feel depressed. You're not going to feel motivated to do things. So just getting that movement in makes a huge difference. And the gym, even if you don't feel like going to the gym, you still show up for yourself. That is the best way to build mental discipline, mental toughness, and to stay at a high frequency. Remember, what you do frequently becomes your frequency. So if you want to keep a high frequency, you got to make sure that, like I said, you are taking care of the mind, body, and soul. And guys, if you guys found this video helpful, make sure you go like and subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you think about the routine. Also, go check out my book, Becoming the Frequency of Wealth. If you want a coaching call, hit me up in the DMs or join the Elevate Academy to elevate your life. And I'll see you guys in the next video.